Just to start off with, can we please give a massive round of applause to John Shipton and the family of Julian Assange? Please give a massive, massive round of applause. We want to salute you. We want to salute you. And we are in awe of your courage and your strength in the face of what is unprecedented state manipulation and psychological warfare. I'd like to start by reading a small excerpt from a poem by Mahmoud Darwish, The Music of Human Flesh. O you with bloodshot eyes and bloody hands, night is short-lived. The detention room lasts not forever, nor yet the links of chains. As was said earlier, they may try to take Julian Assange's life, but they will not take his soul. If I can speak as an Iraqi, watching the footage in 2010 of the collateral murder video, what we saw for the first time was a truth that we knew. The United States military were killing civilians, even if they were employees of Reuters news agency and they were journalists. They were being mowed down in the streets. We knew it to be true. In the Falklands War of 1982, there were 2 photojournalists that were sent by Margaret Thatcher. No television broadcasts were allowed. There was an orthodoxy that is clung to by those in the military establishment that the reason for the horrific and traumatic to the US military establishment defeat in Vietnam was the access that journalists had to be able to put those pictures out to the public and the people here in the metropoles to rise up and protest against what their governments were doing. How can we forget it was the Vietnam Solidarity Campaign that mobilized over 100,000 people to the streets of this country to stop Harold Wilson sending the British Army to join the United States in the Vietnam War? The orthodoxy that has been clung to is that the media establishment must be mouthpieces for the Ministry of Defense. They must uncritically reproduce verbatim the press releases they are given by the Ministry of Defense. How many journalists among us are guilty of that crime to journalism, merely reproducing the words of the powerful? We know that the sales of newspapers are going this way. How are newspapers making their money? Through advertisements on the internet. Julian Assange and WikiLeaks were responsible for millions of files becoming public property. How many oil adverts were put on the pages of The Guardian on the back of Julian Assange's stories and works for WikiLeaks? How much money did these same newspapers that are hanging him out to dry, that are clamoring for his execution, how much money have they got from major oil companies to advertise them for them on their pages? We look at Sajid Javid and his responsibility. And we know that one of the criteria in which the British government are permitted to block an extradition is if the penalty that a person may face would be the death penalty. Now, Sajid Javid has received £31,000 from the American Enterprise Institute, neocon, right-wing institute. Jonah Goldberg, who is a fellow there, said the words clearly. WikiLeaks is easily among the most significant and well-publicized breaches of American national security since the Rosenbergs gave the Soviets the bomb. So again, I ask, why hasn't Assange been garroted in his hotel room? It's a serious question. Do you know what they did to the Rosenbergs? They killed them. They killed them. This is what we are fighting for. We are fighting for the life of Julian Assange. If he is left to the devices of the US establishment, we do not know what will happen to him. Hillary Clinton said, why can't we just treat them like terrorists? Mitch McConnell of the the AEI said also that Assange was a high-tech terrorist. Do you know what in the war of terror, the terrorist as a loose category and definition has been? It has been a state of exception whereby habeas corpus has meant nothing, whereby the Magna Carta has been thrown out of the window and may well have been turned into a paper plane for Tony Blair to play with George Bush. It means nothing to those that are in prison now. 70 to 80% of the people in prison for terrorist charges in this country are in jail for non-violent offences. We're talking about literature. We're talking about pieces of work. That's what they're saying about Julian Assange, that his rights should be taken away, that he should occupy a space of rightlessness. Were it not for the WikiLeaks work, we would not know the true face of our establishment. And one last word, and this word is to Alan Duncan, who saw fit to refer to Julian Assange as a miserable little worm. Let me tell you something. Julian Assange has more courage, has more strength of spirit, has more independence, has more brilliance in his little finger than Alan Duncan has in his entire career. Thank you very much.